How's it going, guys? It's Rad. So yeah, the Monday Night Raw review from last night. Yes, I am back in the room for a change. How about that? Yay! And if you're wondering, where are my Niagara Falls Comic-Con photo-ups? Don't worry, they'll be on the wall soon. I just gotta get a frame from, because they gotta look as good as these ones in frames, you know what I mean? They gotta look good if I'm gonna show them off in the videos. But yes, continuing on to the review itself. So Raw starts off with Elias Samson in the ring. Of course, announced last week, Seth Rollins will be defending the Intercontinental Championship against Elias at Money in the Bank. Of course, Elias doing trash talking about how he's going to beat Seth Rollins for that Intercontinental title at Money in the Bank, and how WWE stands for Walk with Elias. Yes, I want to walk with Elias. And how he's going to have the performance of a lifetime at Money in the Bank. Of course, doing his job as a heel. Seth Rollins will come out, and this will bring in a tag team match. Elias and Jinder Mahal versus Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins and boring fuckface Roman Reigns. Actually, it's been a couple weeks since Roman's competed on Raw. I've actually enjoyed the last couple weeks he wasn't on Raw. It's like he was never there. Match itself, it was boring, mainly because Jobber and Roman both suck equally. Also, those two are facing each other at Money in the Bank. And like I said, I have a special prediction for that match in my predictions video. You're going to have to watch it if you want to know what it is. But the match ending for this one, Sunil saying that pussy-ass scene would interfere, which would allow Jobber to throw Roman Reigns into the crowd. Seth Rollins would chase Jinder with a steel chair. Can we just make that title match just a chairs match, please? Or a no DQ match, for crying out loud. Elias would hit a DDT on the Seth into the steel steps. And then Elias would hit the drifter away on Seth Rollins to get the 3 count for the win. So once again, us same brother makes sure we can't have nice things. Next up, we get a one-on-one match. We get Kurt Hawkins versus a local jobber named James Harden. No, not the basketball player James Harden on the Houston Rockets. A different James Harden, no, that lives in Houston, Texas, because that's where Raw was last night, was Houston. Of course, Kurt Hawkins came out talking about his 199-match losing streak. And Hawkins says that when he wins, he promises all the fans in the crowd tacos. Kurt, that we ain't in Mexico. You're in Texas. Wrong country. So match itself, it was going to be a squash match, but as Hawkins was about to win, Baron Corbin would come out. He destroyed a taco table, and then Baron Corbin will hit the end of days on Harden to forcing the DQ. So the fucking jobber was going to win regardless. And now Hawkins' winless streak goes to 200 consecutive losses. Man, this guy sucks. Honestly, not Kurt Hawkins was going to get a title match after the shakeup, and it was going to be a Jinder Mahal situation. Huh? Like, so far, the biggest what the fuck moment of 2018 so far. A jobber wins a match. A local jobber wins a match. No, that doesn't count in my predictions. I said local jobber would win a world title. I said jobber would win a world title, not a match. But yeah, of course, backstage, when Kurt Angle tried to ask Corbin what's going on, Baron Corbin said he went to Stephanie McMahon after Kurt kept continuing underlooking him. Of course, Stephanie decided to promote Baron Corbin and make Baron Corbin the constable of Raw. Yes, folks, this is what kissing a McMahon's ass looks like and where it takes you. You get promotions! Yay! Maybe if we kiss a McMahon's ass more often, we can actually go somewhere in life. But we will never know. Next up, we get a women's match. We get Raw Women's Champion Nia Jax against Natalya. Of course, Ronda Rousey, Nia Jax's opponent at Money in the Bank, is on commentary at the table. Back and forth match in the end. Natalya would tweak her knee, which would cause Nia Jax to win by an injury forfeit. So Nia was going to win the match itself, and as Nia was about to go over to Natalya and check on her, ask if she's alright, Ronda Rousey would come out to ringside, prevent Nia from doing that, and then going nose to nose with her, which allowed Nia to back off and leave the ring. Oh boy. Can't wait for... Like, if you're wondering, how does Ronda Rousey already have a women's match already, like, within 5 months of her being in WWE? Well, WWE was stuck between a rock and a hard place, folks. Because they didn't want Ronda to lose her qualifying match or the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So, you really didn't have an option here. And you sent all your women wrestlers worth a damn into the ladder match, so... Really, yeah, that's pretty much the definition of a rock and a hard place, folks. Next up, we get a one-on-one match. We get Braun Strowman versus Bobby Roode. Really good match, back and forth. Match ending, Bobby Roode would put a ladder between the ring and the barricade to try and stop Braun from doing that Mack truck body check. Braun would then grab the ladder and snap it in half with his bare hands. And then Braun would hit the power slam on Bobby Roode to get the 3 count for the win. Now, I do not think Braun was able to do that with just his pure strength alone. I think that ladder was pre-cut to do that. You know, because you gotta make Braun Strowman look strong before Money in the Bank. You gotta make him look strong. Gotta do that. Next up, we get the Tag Team Battle Royal. The winner gets a shot at Raw Tag Team Champions Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. They actually named the tag team for that. It's now the Deleter. It's now the Deletion of Worlds, I think it's called. Or either Deletion or Deleter of Worlds. One of the two. But anyway. The Tag Team Battle Royal. It will consist of the Bandwagon Team. That's the new name because I think if I say Bitch Team, people are going to get offended. So I'm just going to call them the Bandwagon Team. I think that's the least offending. The lesser of two evils. So yeah, Bandwagon Team, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, Queer Zongo, Titus Worldwide, Revival, Heath Slater and Rhino, and Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. 6 teams who will get the shot. So highlights of this match. The first team eliminating this match was Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, the favorites for this match. After Dolph Ziggler was eliminated, Drew McIntyre then went on Rampage for post-elimination assault, attacking everyone in the ring, laying everyone out with the Claymore dropkick. After that, the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder would go on an elimination spree, eliminating Queer Zongo, Titus Worldwide, and company, before they would be eliminated by the B team. So our final 2 teams are Heath Slater and Rhino, and the B and Bandwagon Team. Match ending, Heath Slater would accidentally eliminate his own partner, Rhino, to give the Bandwagon Team the win. So at Money in the Bank, the Bandwagon Team is going to face Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy for the tag titles. And how much you want to bet that during the summer this year that Heath Slater and Rhino are going to break up as a tag team? Honestly, I turn Heath heel. Yeah, I think it'd be more worth it for him. Next up, we get a 6 women's tag match. We get the Riot Squad, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan against Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, and Alexa Bliss. Match itself back and forth. Alexa Bliss at one point would suffer an apparent hamstring injury. I think it's just her being a heel and trying to wheel out of the match. So yeah, you got that. So most of the match would consist of being a 3-on-2 handicap match. Match ending, Bayley would come in to take the place of Alexa Bliss without no permission from Kurt or Stephanie. Bayley would get tagged in, the ref would allow her to compete. Of course, the Zebra being the Zebra that he normally is. Bayley would immediately hit a Bayley to belly on a Sarah Logan and get the 3 count for the win. And you're thinking, oh, they're not going to do anything about this, right? Wrong! Baron Corbin went and talked to Kurt Angle after it, being Stephanie's eyes and ears and saying that Stephanie nor Kurt gave Bayley permission to be a legal participant. Of course, Baron Corbin would also hunt down the ref after the match for a few choice words, and so in order for Kurt Angle to avoid a confrontation with Stephanie McMahon, Kurt Angle does the right thing and overturns the decision, so the Riot Squad would end up getting the win by DQ, so Riot Squad were going to win this match regardless. And yeah, that's where we go. So far, Baron Corbin's first night as the Raw Constable, not bad. Not bad. You're actually doing a good job. You may have the kiss of McMahon's ass to be Constable, but hey, you're doing a good job. Keep it up. Next up, we get a segment Yeah, we also had to get Sami Zayn. Of course, Bobby Lashley coming out. Of course, Bobby Lashley inviting Sami to get his grievance out there, to apologize for his actions. Sami Zayn would instead choose to be in the crowd. Of course, talking about how Bobby Lashley is just kissing the fans' ass, suckering them in. Of course, showing his fake Instagram, saying his Instagram inspiration posts are fake. And how Bobby Lashley faked his military time. It's like, you idiot. So now it's just getting too personal for this match. So yeah, and of course both of them are going to be facing each other at Money in the Bank. Yeah, there was a motorcycle that drove by, so yeah, it just interrupted me there. Interrupted my train of thought, but I'm back on it. And of course, yeah, that's where that segment is. It was just a trash segment. Next up, we get another segment. We get Big Show comes out to welcome Special Olympic athletes. Of course, welcome and giving the competitors of Team Texas a hero's welcome. Because remember, they are in Houston, Texas. And yes, I did meet Big Show at Niagara Falls Comic Con. He was a pretty nice guy. And yes, he is big. Let me put this in perspective. Big Show's 7 feet tall. I'm 5'11". That's how big he is. Let that sink in. Of course, I'll probably have the photo-op photo somewhere over here. And you'll see how big Big Show is compared to me. But yeah, of course, Big Show is also joined there by Beth Knox, the CEO of the 2018 Special Olympic USA Games. Of course, Big Show introduced each athlete individually and invited the fans to support Team Texas as they prepare to compete at the 2018 Games in Seattle. You see, Carmella, maybe you should take notes from Big Show. Instead of demanding respect from the fans, maybe you should invite them to support you. Because, there's a difference between demanding and inviting. Demanding means you're telling them to give you respect. Inviting them to support you means you're inviting them to support and give you respect. Inviting them, making them choose to respect you or not. Maybe you should take notes on that, Carmella. Of course, Finn Balor also would then top it off by Keith coming out to make his entrance for the main event. Finn Balor will also share a 2-suite with the athletes of Team Texas. So to our main event itself, we get a match. Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens. Yes, the one competitor I forgot when I was announcing the 8 competitors in the Money in the Bank ladder match last week. That what I missed was Kevin Owens. I feel like a fucking idiot after that. To the match itself, back and forth. Most of the match, Kevin would attack Finn's arm. Match ending after Finn Balor did his comeback. Of course, the sling blade, the drop kick into the corner. After, Owens would continue to attack Finn after the ref's warning, which would force the DQ. So Finn was going to win this match regardless. After Kevin started doing post-match assault, Kevin Owens would retrieve a ladder from under the ring, would bring it into the ring. Kevin would set it up, climb to the top, and then attempt to hit an avalanche frog splash from the top of the ladder. Kevin would take a few seconds too long, because Kevin was going to originally reach for the briefcase and then decide to go for the frog splash. And that little time there allowed Finn to roll out of the way and Kevin landing onto the floor face first. Finn would then climb up to the top of the ladder and hit an avalanche coup de grace from the top of the ladder onto Kevin Owens. Then Finn would climb back up and unhook the Money in the Bank briefcase, the men's one. And that's how we end Raw. Mainly this episode was mediocre, but that ending was pretty good. So to the show itself, the show overall gets a 3 out of 10, but the ending gets an 8 out of 10. Ending gets an 8 out of 10 because, of course, Finn Balor from the top of the ladder, a Raw moment. But yeah, that's my Raw review for this week. That's all I gotta say. Hope everyone else has a great day, and yeah, peace out.